According to recyclenow.com, the average secondary school wastes about 22 kilograms or 48.5 pounds of waste per student per academic school year. Local school systems should enforce recycling in their schools. Today, I'm going to share with you the issues that arise from not recycling in the world, how recycling in schools can help work to solving these issues, and the advantages that will come from recycling. There are many big issues in the world that come from not recycling. According to gleescrap.com, we are using up and wasting our resources. For example, when we need things like metal. Each time we need metal, we are going and mining for fresh metal each time. When doing this, we are wasting our manufacturer's money because it costs twice as much to mine for fresh metal each time instead of reusing what we already have. Along with that is paper. When we need paper, which is something we use every day, especially in school systems, we are going and tearing down trees. We have so much paper that can be reused and recycled, and instead of doing that, we are going to continue to tear down our resources. And when we're tearing down those resources, we are not only harming the environment, but we're harming different animals. Trees are many habitats to many different animals, and when we tear those down, we are causing harm to them and endangering them. Not only is recycling about reusing and things like that, but the recycling business employs hundreds and thousands of people. If we don't continue to recycle, then we are going to cause future job loss. And this will harm so many people because they need an income not only for themselves, but if they have a family. And if they're not getting an income, then they won't have anything to do. And we could eventually cause the homeless rate to go up. According to sciencing.com, is the garbage pile up? They're getting bigger. And in a report done in 2014, the residents produced around 258 tons of solid waste, and 34.6% of those tons, or 89 million tons, they were recycled and composted. And then around another 33 million tons were used for energy recycling, so it could be used for things like heat, fuel, and electricity. And then about 136 million tons went to the landfills. If they didn't recycle the 33 million tons and the 89 million tons of that waste, then all 258 tons would have gone to the landfills. With that much going to the landfills, they're going to pile up so fast that we won't be able to stop them or do anything for our environment. While these are really big issues in our world, taking small steps can help work to solving them. Starting with recycling in schools can bring a change. If we bring recycling back in the classrooms, we're not only recycling, but we're teaching students how to recycle. They can then take this information and use it in their future lives when they are on their own and need to recycle many things. With recycling in the classrooms, there would be bins for things like food waste, paper, plastic, etc., anything they needed. With recycling in classrooms, there would also be recycling in the lunchrooms. So much food is wasted each day, and if we recycled in our lunchrooms more, then that food, it could be composted and reused for things like in our vegetables and plants and stuff like that. Outside of the school, we could have big recycling bins so that we have a safety net for recycling for ourselves, but also for local residents, so they have another place to go so that they can help work towards solving these issues too. Starting small is going to influence change over our periods of time. There are many advantages that can come from recycling. Saving the wildlife. As I had said before, when we are taking down our resources, we're destroying the habitats. If we continue to do this and we start recycling, then we will save our wildlife because they will have their homes and any of the resources they need instead of us taking them. It gives jobs. I also said this before. It employs hundreds and thousands of people. And if we start recycling again, then these people will have jobs, and we could even have more jobs added in this business. And it also reduces waste. When we don't recycle, we have so much waste just laying around because we're not reusing it. So it goes to those garbage pile-ups. And by recycling, then we will reuse them, which it will help save our environment as well as saving money for things. That information was from EPA.gov. Another thing from Glee Scrap is it saves money. And when I brought up the manufacturing money from the aluminum earlier and the metal, and that's what it will do. By recycling, which could cost money, we are still saving more money in the long run because we are no longer taking down as many resources as we need, and we are reusing what we have. So recycling in schools does not only reduce waste locally in schools, but it contributes to our worldwide issues with not recycling. The issues that we are facing, such as our wildlife possibly being in danger, job loss, can be solved by taking these small steps, such as bringing recycling back into classrooms, the lunchrooms, on our campuses. And so many advantages will come from this, like we're saving our money and we are reusing our resources and saving our wildlife. So as an action, I have found a website called change.org that has a petition that you guys can go sign, and it is called Encourage Recycling in Schools. And I encourage you guys to go and look at that and sign it. Thank you.